These are some of the dumbest, funniest, and most jaw-dropping zero IQ moments that have ever happened on a cricket field. Moments that make you pause and say, wait, what just happened? Let's start with the 2014 edition of Indian Premier League. The match was between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals. Amit Mishra was on strike, facing a slower one from James Faulkner. He missed the ball completely, but was still desperate to take a quick single, maybe to rotate strike, maybe just instinctively. Irfan Pathan, standing at the non-striker's end, clearly had zero interest in running. Disappointed Amit Mishra stepped back towards his crease. Meanwhile, Sanju Samson, wicketkeeper for Rajasthan, saw a golden opportunity and threw the ball at the stumps, but missed. Mishra, blissfully unaware that the ball had now reached Faulkner, stood outside his crease. Faulkner also threw at the stumps and missed. What followed was a literal circus. Mishra started walking back lazily, thinking he's safe, but Sanju had one more bullet in the chamber. He picked the ball again, and this time hit the stumps clean. Mishra was run out, and millions of viewers were left wondering if anyone on that field was actually using their brain.
Sanju Samson, he's got the big gloves on. Misses. Right, where's the batsman? Halfway through. Faulkner. What does he do? Misses. Now what does he do? What's the batsman doing? And he's out.
But if you thought that was peak comedy, you clearly haven't seen what happened in the Maharashtra Premier League. A batsman hits the ball, it goes to a fielder who misfields and creates an easy single opportunity. But both batsmen try to sneak in a second. This is when the plot twists, as they collide mid-pitch and fall to the ground like it's a slapstick scene from a comedy film. The ball is now with the keeper, who, instead of removing the bails at his end, throws it to the bowler. And guess what? The bowler misses too. Meanwhile, another fielder picks the ball, tries to hit the keeper's stumps again, and fails. The ball rolls all the way to the boundary. The entire stadium probably forgot it was a cricket match and not a bloopers reel.
Here's the replay. Manny is our new post-mortem expert. Oh, that's the collision. Now, have a look at where the keeper went. Because listen, there are so many different things to dissect in this one.
Then there was this batsman, playing in the Major League Cricket tournament, who clearly thought he was in a mobile game. He wanted to run a second run, perfectly normal, except he forgot to check if the ball was still in the keeper's gloves. He stepped out casually and boom! The keeper removed the bails in a flash. Game over. It was the kind of moment that even video game glitches can't replicate.
Crowd cheering every run. Oh, he's lost his bat. Oh, Kane! Gonna have to come upstairs, I reckon. Paul Wilson's gonna be busy. Doesn't have to be.
But wait till you hear what happened with Pakistan's very own Azhar Ali. It was a test match against Australia, and Azhar played a shot that beat the slips and started trickling towards the boundary. Azhar and Shafiq assumed the ball had crossed the ropes, so they casually walked out of their creases and started chatting mid-pitch like it was tea break. Little did they know that the ball had stopped just inches short of the boundary. The Australian fielder noticed this, picked up the ball and threw it back. And before Azhar could even process what had happened, he was run out. You could see him looking around, confused, almost as if waiting for someone to say, "Relax, bro, it's a prank." But no. The scoreboard had already moved. Out. Done. Back to the pavilion.
Oh, they're thinking that it's... Yeah! Oh, that's out. That is... Well, Australians have done a labuschagne on Pakistan. It's... Azhar Ali, you can't believe what has happened. The ball did not hit the fence.
And then came one of the weirdest moments in the Vitality Blast. A ball was missed by the striker, and instead of reacting, he stood still. The keeper fumbled slightly, but the ball was right there near him. No danger. Or so we thought. Suddenly, the non-striker started running like he saw a ghost behind him. The striker, probably startled, also began to run. But the keeper quickly grabbed the ball and ran out the non-striker. No one had asked him to run. No one expected it. But he ran anyway, like he was chasing his dreams. Unfortunately, the only thing he caught that day was the inside of the dressing room.
Wants the quick single. Oh, he's run out by miles. Absolutely miles. Dawson may have thought it had gone further off the keeper's gloves than it had.
And then, there's this clip from Big Bash League that looks like destiny itself wanted a batsman to get run out. The batsman was sprinting, almost at the crease, when suddenly his bat got stuck in the ground. It slipped from his hand. Now, he still had one last chance. All he had to do was stretch his leg forward and touch the crease. But nope, his body hung in the air like a gymnast mid-performance, and his foot refused to go an inch further. He was run out in the most awkward, tragic, slow-motion way imaginable.
Here, after he grounds the bat. Oh no, trouble. Oh, trouble, Billy. I'm not going to add words to that.
His head was 5 yards.
If only he had borrowed Marnus Labuschagney's dancing feet, things might have turned out differently. Speaking of Labuschagne, he had his own brain fade moment against England. It was a test match, and he tried to step across and play one of those elegant offside flicks to Stuart Broad. But Broad outsmarted him as he bowled it full and fast. Labuschagne, caught off guard, lost his balance and slipped. The ball went past and crashed into the stumps. It was one of those moments where your mind is in one place, your feet in another, and the ball, well, it's already celebrating your dismissal.
He went across too far, he slipped over.
And just when you think the intelligence level couldn't drop any lower, enter Jos Buttler. In another match, Buttler was behind the stumps when an LBW appeal went up. The umpire said not out, but Buttler was so convinced, so absolutely sure that he went for the DRS. Replay showed the ball hadn't even touched the pad, and it had come clean off the bat.
Yeah, there's no foot involved, so clearly hit the bat.
Must be different.
The commentators couldn't stop. One even called it the worst DRS call in history. Now, if Jos Buttler's DRS was bad,
Reviewed here, I think.
Yeah, there's no.
in a Major League Cricket game, Finn Allen played a shot towards the leg side and started walking, yes, walking towards the non-striker's end like it was just another day. The ball, however, had gone straight to a fielder, and that fielder wasn't in the mood to joke around. It was Shehan Jayasuriya who saw Finn Allen casually drifting and in one quick motion picked up the ball and threw it at the stumps. Allen, realizing way too late, tried to drag his bat to make it in time. But just when he needed his bat the most, it slipped out of his hands. The throw hit, the stumps lit up, and Allen walked back, probably thinking, how did that even happen?
You can see that there was an easy single there, and he's taking it easy. Look what happens. Bat got stuck. Bad luck. Bad luck.
But one of the most unfortunate moments, a mix of bad luck and instinct, happened to Ben Stokes. It was a match between England and Australia. Stokes had just defended a fierce Yorker from Mitchell Starc and stepped slightly ahead of his crease, which is something batsmen do instinctively. But Starc, being Starc, instantly picked up the ball and fired it at the stumps. Now imagine, a ball coming straight at you from a few meters away. Anyone would react, and that's what Stokes did. His reflexes kicked in, and he put his hand out to stop the ball. However, the ball was on its way to the stumps, and Stokes unintentionally stopped a potential run-out. What followed was a loud appeal for obstructing the field. The umpires agreed, out. Stokes didn't mean it, but in cricket, intent sometimes doesn't matter, actions do. And this action cost England a key wicket. But just when we thought things couldn't get more ridiculous, we went back to Big Bash League. A batsman hits the ball high into the air, and it was a routine catch. Both the bowler and wicketkeeper call for it, both run towards it, and then both stop, each expecting the other to take the catch. The ball falls smack in between them. No one touched it, not even an attempt. It was the cricketing version of after you, no, after you. The commentators couldn't believe it, neither could the fans. For a moment, it felt like we were watching a scene from a comedy show, not a professional league game.
Oh, straight up in the air. This is a wicket and a half. Oh, no! Oh, no! Billings said Sanger, Sanger said Billings.
But perhaps the most painful brain fade moment, not just mentally, but emotionally, came from Bangladesh's Mushfiqur Rahim. The year was 2016, the T20 World Cup, and the match was against India. Bangladesh needed 10 runs in the final over. First ball goes for a single. On the second and third, they got 2 boundaries.
The scoop shot, it gets through. It's a big one.
That's 9 runs off 3 balls. Now they needed just 2 runs from 3 deliveries. And what does Mushfiqur do? He celebrates, punches the air, yells in joy. But it wasn't over yet. In their overconfidence, Bangladesh lost 3 wickets in the next 3 balls.
Full toss in the air. The fielder's coming in. Shikadawan for his second catch. He's taken it.
Including a dramatic last ball run out by MS Dhoni that's etched in every Indian fan's memory.
Or is he in? We'll go upstairs. Some good work from Dhoni. He thinks he's got him.
And while Rahim was punching the air, celebrating too early, it seemed like the entire cricketing universe conspired to teach a lesson in humility and timing. Friends, cricket, after all, is a game of strategy, timing, and split-second decisions. And hey, which of these 0 IQ moments was your personal favorite? Drop it in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that make you laugh, cringe, and fall in love with the game all over again.